because the home life was so chaotic, school was my sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd walk up to school. Thankfully, I was fairly smart, just kind of like naturally, and school came a little easier.
Rob, sharp as they come.
So
Seriously.
So because
and broad in a lot of ways, and we can get into it. You're an author. You're super good when it comes to tech. You're super communicative. You have tremendous emotional intelligence. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're very sharp. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah.
Master's degree. Yeah.
So because of that, that was the place where I would go and be like, this is normal, right? This is the place where teachers care about me. I have friends there.
Yeah.
And I had some great friends growing up.
Sure.
Obviously you, but other friends who kind of just like took me in.
Shout out Croy.
Croy, David, all those guys.
Yep.
And their families would kind of adopt me a little bit. And because of that, you know, I grew to just know the importance of friendship,
Sure.
you know? And so I've tried to kind of pay it forward and be just a good friend.
Amazing friend.
Yeah.
You're always bringing gifts. You still have people come out to your place in Puerto Rico all the time. I haven't gone yet. I committed to going.
It's going to happen.
We do our trip once a year. But yeah, you're an amazing friend. You always remember birthdays. He does things that I regretfully don't do.
But Jonathan, he brings the juice. You know what I mean?
Gotta have the juice.
He brings the juice.
Gotta have the juice.
You
We're
got
doing it. We're doing it, bro.
Yeah, you got the liveliest. So everyone,
You know, when it comes to birthday, you know, stuff is not my thing unless we're going out and doing the birthday thing. But yes, amazing friend. I love that, Rob. We are pressed for time.
Sorry.
We
I'm a
gotta
talker.
move. But yes, Rob had a very interesting and unique childhood. It ends up now that you're taking care of your dad. Your dad's, you know, getting towards the end of his life. And you have become, along with your sister was always there for you as well. We should mention that.
Yep.
Sort of like a pseudo mother, but you guys are very, very close. And shout out Morena Cobb. She became a scientist, very successful as well, lives in Del Mar now. And you guys are just tight and close as they come. So moving on, let's get into the meat of this interview. We're going to talk about what is your favorite real estate mantra or quote.
Quite the transition. Yeah, recap on just to piggyback on the.
Just trying to get into this thing, man. We're short of time. We're short of time.
Transition of
We're short of time.
Let's talk about real estate.
We're short of time.
Anyways, I was gonna say what happened was because I loved education, I
Yeah.
went into education.
Yep.
And I went into serve.
I was going to circle back on all
Yeah.
that when we get into your career, by the way. Okay? So just hang with me. I'm the interviewer. You're the interviewee. I asked the questions here, sir.
Got it.
Remember Dwight Schrute? We will ask the questions here. All right, so.
It's true. He will ask the questions.
All right, so check it out. So what is your favorite real estate quote or mantra? You said
What did I say?
you're going to have one ready.
It's ready. My favorite real estate quote is, "Buy something that makes sense."
You're just making that up? Love it. Okay, you're going to buy something that makes sense? That works.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about your focus, right? So
Okay.
focus is basically, what are you laughing about?
That was a transition, bro.
Yeah, bro, we're ripping right through this thing. We have no time.
We have time.
No, we don't. I have 2 other podcasts behind this, and we have an event.
You
We
see
have
the
a bunch of stuff going
priorities?
that
This is what I've been dealing
you
with
are
for
you
years.
are going to be on the panel of this tonight, and there's going to be 50 people there. All right, so focus.
tell
Number
my
1,
story.
F. Dude, we're gonna circle back. I'll bring it home, bro.
What's your favorite sandwich?
Just trust me. What do you do for fun, Rob?
What do I do for fun?
Yeah.
Big diver. I love
You
the
like to
water.
dive. I love
Yep.
to dive as well. We've gone on some dives together.
We have.
We did Niihau in Hawaii.
I'm not going to take credit for getting you into it, but
You did
kinda got you
kind
into
of show me the way.
nudged you a little bit. I also transitioned from that into spearfishing because before when I would dive, I'd be like, I really want to kill something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I have a gun. And
Sure.
I can shoot things.
But you're not necessarily wearing a tank, right?
Grenades. I stick to underwater grenades.
All right.
No, I love spearfishing, and I got a group in Puerto Rico that we go with. And actually, there's a guy. You should have him on your pod. His name is Justin Hilgart. He's big in the real estate game in Puerto Rico. He's awesome.
By the way,
Nice to-
Robbie does live in Puerto Rico. He bought his house, which is very close to the beach, completely paid it off, and
Cash.
straight cash, homie. Okay, you also like to travel. You've been to, we confirmed before, 58 countries and counting.
3 minutes. That's all we got here.
58 countries and counting. You have lived in the United States. You've lived in Hawaii. Where else?
I've lived in Silicon Valley. Love Silicon Valley. I've lived in Sweden.
Sweden.
I've lived in Kazakhstan. which
Kazakhstan.
is Central Asia. Almaty. I've lived in Qatar.
Qatar.
Yep.
Yep.
I lived in Al Khor. I lived in
Jeddah.
Saudi Arabia, Jeddah.
Yep.
Remember what you told me when I moved there? Close. I was
Getting real close, homie.
That's too close. And then Lagos, Nigeria as well.
Nigeria as well.
Yeah.
You met your wife in Kazakhstan.
I did.
She's Russian by way of Kazakhstan.
She's actually half Ukrainian, half Russian, so it's been great with the family.
Got it.
The whole
And you have
tradition of
two sons.
it. Two boys,
Yep.
Alex and Caspian.
Alex
Love
and
'em.
Caspian.
Yep, the best.
Good dudes. Rob's an amazing father, does family time once a week, takes his kids out, always posting, again, with his background and his
Gonna
life.
say real quick, Jonathan, not to cut you off. For dads, any dads out there, it's called Man Talk.
Man talk.
Man
Love
Talk's really
that.
important.
He also loves to dominate his friends in Monopoly. By the way, I am still carrying the crown right now for Monopoly, our last game. And we have a guy's trip coming up in a
Oh,
couple.
that's like the
in-
Raptors walking
in a-
around
in-
the Celtics.
in a couple
and
weeks.
just-
It matters to us. In a couple weeks, that I'm sure they're going to try to come for it, but no chance.